Hey, this is Deepak here from digitaldeepak.com, and today I want to give you first impressions on the payment gateway I have just started using, Razorpay. So a short disclaimer before we continue with the video. I was an ex-employee of Razorpay and I was an ex-employee of InstaMojo as well. And now I have started using both the payment gateways. And right now I recently signed up for Razorpay because I was a long time user of InstaMojo, but I wanted some extra features that InstaMojo didn't have. So I just started using it, and we have generated some revenue so far. So yesterday we did a product launch and we generated quite a significant amount of revenue. So I will just share my experience about the Razorpay payment gateway and tell you what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, and maybe the Razorpay team also can have a look at it. It's kind of user testing, and maybe it can be used to improve some of the features. So here I am in the dashboard of Razorpay, and you can see that as soon as I log in into the dashboard, I can see the payment volume, number of payments, saved card payments, and number of refunds. One of the things I liked a lot about Razorpay is that it shows me what is the current balance right out of the box. I don't need to go ahead and look at it separately. So it shows what is the current balance and it shows what is the next settlement. So here 7th Feb 10 a.m. I will be getting my next settlement, and if I click on no more, it shows me what is the amount of the next settlement. So what I would ideally prefer here is that if they can go ahead and put one more date here, like this is the next settlement, but I would like to look at all the settlements that I am going to receive and the total balance of the pending settlements. So the current balance is shown here, but how about showing the next settlement and the next settlement, and having a clear idea about how many settlements are there. So one more thing I liked a lot about Razorpay is there is a very clear split on what kind of payments we have been receiving, and this is not something that I get on InstaMojo. So I will show you inside my InstaMojo login as well, and you will be able to see that I will just be able to see the payments here, but I will not be able to see the breakup of what kind of payments people are using. And this is definitely some analytical data that can be helpful, because I also activated cardless EMI via Zest Money, which I will talk a little bit about. And you can see that we have got like 2.78% of payments via Zest Money. And this is also something that InstaMojo lacks. So if you go into my Razorpay payment page, you will be able to see that there is an option called so let's go into my Razorpay payment page, and if I click on pay here, let's just add a dummy email ID here. Just add my email ID, add a dummy phone number, and if I click on pay here, you will be able to see that there is an option called EMI, and this is cardless EMI, and this is via Zest Money. So first somebody has to go ahead and sign up at Zest Money and have their account approved if they have to pay via Zest Money, and Zest Money gives an EMI option. So if you look at InstaMojo, we don't have such EMI option in InstaMojo. So let me show my InstaMojo page. So InstaMojo has something like a store, and which Razorpay does not have. So here you can see, if I click on pay now, I need to enter the details here. So InstaMojo collects name compulsorily. In Razorpay payment page, I have an option to add name, but I can just leave email and phone number as the mandatory fields, which I think will improve the conversion slightly, because one more field is just one more extra step. So here you can see there is an option for EMI, but it's not cardless EMI. So if I click on EMI, then there are multiple bank cards from which EMIs can be done, and we have 4 here, and I think that's something that I have to enable at Razorpay for credit card EMI separately and send a support ticket about it. So yeah, back to home. We were talking about the different payment modes. So if I click on card, I can see how much is credit card, how much is debit card. If I click on credit, I can see HDFC, State Bank, ICICI, Citibank. So this is kind of fun to look at because I have a very clear idea on how many credit card users are there among my user base, how many people pay via UPI, how many people pay via net banking and wallet. And you can see net banking is on the decline. Card payments are still the major ones, and wallet, I think it has not really picked up in India that well. So this is what I see if I have to look at platforms. So I see desktop, mobile web and others. So 66% from desktop, that's just how my particular audience is. And you can see the recent activity here. So if I go into transactions, it just shows all the transactions that have been coming in, and it also shows the failed payments and the captured payments very clearly. And this kind of clarity is something that I don't get at InstaMojo. Inside InstaMojo, I get something called Leads Manager, where all the failed payments are collected. But I think when you are a little bit of an advanced user, something like this is more convenient. So I can go ahead and just look at the captured payments if I want to have a look at all the captured payments that are here. So what I would ideally like here is that if there is a way to filter these captured payments according to the payment pages, it would be easy. That is something I get inside the payment pages. Like for example, if I go into this particular payment page, here I can go ahead and have a look at the captured payments separately. But how about giving that option here to filter it by the product name? And also one more thing I noticed is that let's say I go ahead and look at all the captured payments, and if I want to download a CSV file of this, that is something I'm not able to do here, and that is something available inside the payment pages. So if I go ahead and open this, and if I want to go ahead and have a look at all the captured payments, I can see the captured payments. I can export all CSV. But one more thing I feel is lacking here is that if I export the payments, the sheet contains all the payments, including failed payments. So if I'm going ahead and filtering captured leads, and if I'm downloading a CSV, ideally as a user, I would like to have just the captured payments, because that is the filter that I have applied. Settlements is where I have a look at all the settlements that has been done, and there is a settlement ID here. This is neat, I like it. Invoices. So first I was excited that invoices is an option where you can go ahead and send invoices to all the payments that has come in. So you see, I have a bunch of payments coming here, 283 payments. I have to go ahead and create invoice for all the captured payments here. And that is kind of a manual work that my accounting team will do. So what I would ideally like to do is that if I can set up a system or an automation here where every captured payment for a particular payment page, which can be treated as a product, if an invoice can be generated automatically and sent to the customers, that would be like a blessing. And here the invoice generator is like a manual invoice generator, and basically like raise an invoice, send it to someone. So this is very good for B2B and enterprise. I can create an invoice and get them to pay on Razorpay directly. But ideally when we go for B2B, we don't even want the 2% transaction charge. Ideally, my client recurring payments are around 3 lakhs per month and 5 lakhs per month. And for 5 lakhs, I would be paying 2% fee, which is like almost 10,000 rupees. I could have a party with 10,000. So I'm not really using Razorpay for it. If there are going to be a lot of payments, raising manual invoices, sending to them and receiving it, I don't know, maybe it's going to help someone, but definitely not for me. So invoices, I would like to see automatic invoice generation for all incoming payments. Payment links is where I could just create a single payment link to receive a single payment. So I did a test payment of 100 rupees. This is one thing I did. Again, payment pages is where I can go ahead and create new payment pages. So this is the payment page you can see. So let's say Digital Deepak internship program, I copy it, and this is the payment page. And one of the biggest things that I miss here in this particular payment page is an ability to put a discount code, and that is something is available inside InstaMojo. So here you can see that this is the payment page of InstaMojo, and if I want to create a discount code, then I can just go ahead and create a test discount code. Amount of will be 5,000. So if I'm like subsidizing the cost for someone, I can just create a payment link just for one person. And one of the best things here is that it will show a strike off. So 14,999 strike off 9,999. This works very well for consumer psychology because the price gets anchored at a higher price, and then when they see a discount, they are more likely to convert. So that is something I would like to see at Razorpay. If there is a way to go ahead and strike off this particular amount and put a different amount and basically put the discount code or the URL, that would be very good, because here you can see question mark discount equal to test or whatever I want to do, and it kind of goes through the same flow. So that is something I miss terribly at Razorpay. I hope Razorpay has a look at it. Route is something I'm yet to try. Subscriptions I'm yet to try. Smart Collect yet to try. And once again, this is really confusing. Customers. So when I click on customers, I would ideally like to see customers from both payment links and payment pages. But here you can see I am seeing only customer from the payment link I have created. So Shushanta is part of our team, and you see he has made a payment of 100 rupees, which is a test payment for the payment link. I see that under customers, but come on, here I have like hundreds of customers. Why am I not seeing all these captured payments inside customers here? So ideally in the customers tab, I would like to have a filter here and go ahead and select different payment pages. Maybe filter it according to email ID, filter it according to phone number, and if possible, if the invoices are enabled to send invoices for these payments, I would like to see their invoices as well. Ideally, Razorpay can send an invoice to them, but I should be able to download a PDF here from as well. So here I see a tab called offers, and I think this is the discount thing. It's not very clear. Maybe I should explore this more. Maybe this is the discount thing, maybe not. And right now, this entire tab, even for a user like me, right out of the bat, it's very confusing. I should probably learn about what is offers, and obviously there is documentation and there is something that I can read here. But how about putting a small video here? Because if there is like a welcome video which explains what offers are, if there is a welcome video what Smart Collect is, what subscription is, what route is, it could be like a 5-minute video, and it would be extremely helpful for me to go ahead and quickly understand, instead of me having to go ahead and read this entire document, for which I really don't have the patience right now. But yeah, I will go ahead and read it. So we have reports which can be downloaded, bunch of different reports, but ideally as a non-tech user, I'm not going to download CSV reports, and what I will do is that I will just go ahead and upload the CSV report to Google Sheet again. So how about doing a Google Sheet integration? How about an integration for payment pages with Google Sheets directly? Because every time I'm done, so what I ideally do is that I'm a non-tech guy. I did not do the API integration. Now I have to go ahead and look at this payments all I have received. If I go ahead and do captured, then obviously if I download, not just the captured payments come, but failed payments come. So I download a CSV file, then I go ahead and upload it on Google Sheets, then I put a filter, then I put captured only payments, then I take all the email IDs and phone numbers, then I go ahead and send an SMS via an SMS tool to all these customers. I upload this email list on my email marketing tool. Right now it's ConvertKit, and then I have to go ahead and mail these customers separately. So for a non-tech user who might be a user of payment pages, ideally what I would like to see is a one-click integration with Google Sheets, and ideally Zapier as well, because once you have a Zapier integration, then all the other email marketing tools can be connected from there. And if you want to go ahead and create integration for some major email marketing tools such as MailChimp, ConvertKit, ActiveCampaign, it would be like a blessing, because I receive the payments, I set up the automation, and all the welcome emails goes from my email marketing tool, because I'm not a guy who owns an app or owns a software where I have an email server sending welcome emails. So then you have settings, you can change the colors here and a bunch of things, and you can see webhooks. Set up your live webhook. So I can put my Zapier webhook here. That's what I used to go ahead and capture incoming payment. So what InstaMojo gives me is that InstaMojo gives me a webhook separately for each and every product. So I go ahead and create like a Zapier webhook, and I put it on the advanced settings webhook URL. So whatever payments details I capture through that particular webhook is just for this particular product. But what I see at Razorpay is like a common webhook for everything. So if I have to go ahead and take the data and put it on my email marketing tool, I need to set up like a filter in Zapier, and the filter would be like product name, and I have to like make sure that it really matches. Really hard for a non-techie guy to make sure that the syntax is correct and everything. So this is a little bit something that I love at InstaMojo, but I don't have at Razorpay. So webhooks for each and every payment page would be a blessing. API keys, reminders, configuration. All right. So I won't go into my account section. Contains a lot of personal details here. So that's about it. These are my first impressions about Razorpay, and thanks a lot Razorpay guys for making this amazing payment gateway. Love it. I think I will start using Razorpay more compared to other payment gateways. One of the best things I like about Razorpay is the cardless EMI option, which is really in high demand among my customer base. So I hope InstaMojo also takes a look at cardless EMI and other payment options. And one more thing I would like to have at Razorpay, but I don't have right now, is if I can go ahead and track all the support tickets right inside the dashboard, that would be amazing. Because right now I have sent a bunch of support tickets, one about international payments. The international payment is not activated yet. The cardless EMI got activated, but credit card EMI and international payments is still not activated, and I have no idea what is the status of those support tickets. I have to check my email, and sometimes in emails you get an update that it will be looked into, but then there is no response. So I don't have an idea about that. So here we do have a very easy way to go ahead and send a support ticket. So write to us, raise a new request. I can go ahead and set a support ticket very easily, but I cannot view the support tickets inside the login. So that's about it for my quick review and first impressions on Razorpay. Obviously, this is not a very comprehensive review, but I will make a comprehensive review once I get around to route, subscription, smart collect. And I hope Razorpay team finds this useful as well. So thank you, signing off, and bye-bye.